Long ago, in a land of dusty roads and olive trees, there lived a man named Jesus. People said there was something different about him. When he spoke, hearts felt peaceful. When he smiled, fear disappeared. And when children saw him, they felt safe, like they were finally home. Jesus often walked from village to village, teaching people about love, forgiveness, and God's kingdom. Wherever he went, crowds followed him: men, women, the sick, the poor, and especially children. But not everyone thought children were important. One warm afternoon, Jesus came to a small village near a green hill. Parents rushed to bring their children to him. Some children were shy, some curious, some barefoot and dusty from playing all day. They just wanted to see Jesus, to hear his voice, maybe even feel his gentle hand on their heads. But Jesus' disciples stepped forward and said, "Please take the children away. Jesus is too busy. He has important work to do." The children stopped. Some looked down sadly. A little girl named Miriam held her brother's hand tightly. A boy named Eli wiped his eyes with his sleeve. They thought Jesus didn't want them. But Jesus saw everything. He gently raised his hand and said firmly, "Let the little children come to me. Do not stop them." The disciples stepped back, surprised. Jesus knelt down so he was eye level with the children. His eyes were kind, and his smile felt like sunshine. One by one, the children came closer. Jesus hugged them, blessed them, and listened to their small stories. He laughed with them and spoke words that stayed in their hearts forever. He said, "The kingdom of God belongs to those who are like these children, full of trust, love, and faith." That day, the children went home smiling, feeling important and deeply loved. A few days later, Jesus and his disciples were walking near a quiet village. On the road, they saw a boy sitting alone, crying softly. His clothes were torn and his face was dusty. Jesus stopped. "What's your name?" Jesus asked gently. "My name is Noah," the boy whispered. "I lost my way. I'm scared." Jesus sat beside him and said, "You are not alone. You are never alone." Jesus held Noah's hand and walked him back to his village. When Noah's mother saw him, she cried tears of joy and thanked Jesus again and again. But Jesus simply smiled and said, "Love is what God asks us to give." Noah never forgot that day. Whenever he felt afraid, he remembered Jesus' words and felt brave again. One evening, as the sun painted the sky orange and gold, a group of children gathered near Jesus. They asked him questions. "Why should we love people who are unkind to us?" asked one boy. Jesus picked up a small lamp and lit it. The light glowed softly in the dark. He said, "Because love is like this light. When you share it, darkness becomes smaller. But if you hide it, the world stays dark." The children listened carefully. Another child asked, "What if we make mistakes?" Jesus replied, "Everyone makes mistakes, but God's love is bigger than every mistake. When you say sorry and try again, God smiles." The children felt warm inside. They realized Jesus wasn't just teaching rules. He was teaching how to live with love. One day, a hungry crowd followed Jesus into the hills. Many children were there too. By evening, everyone was tired and hungry. The disciples worried. "We don't have enough food," they said. A small boy stepped forward with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. It wasn't much, but he offered it to Jesus with a trusting heart. Jesus thanked God, broke the bread, and shared it. Something amazing happened. The food never ran out. Everyone ate until they were full, even the children. Jesus showed them that when you share what little you have with love, God can turn it into something great. As time passed, Jesus knew his journey would become harder. But he never stopped loving children. He prayed for them, blessed them, and taught them to be kind, brave, and gentle. Before he left, Jesus said, "Love one another as I have loved you." That message traveled through time. Even today, when a child helps a friend, forgives someone, or shares what they have, Jesus' love is alive. When children pray, Jesus listens. When they feel afraid, Jesus is near. Jesus may not walk dusty roads anymore, but his love still walks beside every child. Quietly, faithfully, forever. And every child, no matter how small, is precious in his eyes.